What's up guys, Adrian Amaral with 91 Gadgets. In today's video we're going to be doing the back glass on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I do want to mention that this phone has already been lasered and the actual video of this took around 49 minutes, and that's with all these cameras in my way and stuff, but if I wasn't recording it'd probably take me about 30 to 35 minutes. So as you guys can see, this one here is not too shattered, which is better. However, I'm still going to use the heat gun because I learned that the heat gun kind of helps a little bit. It's not a must, but it does help a bit. So as you guys can see here, I'm trying to find an entry point on the back of this iPhone. So I try this with the blade, and it seems to have worked, but then I switch over to different tools as I see necessary. You always want to be careful not to push the tool in too deep because you can tear components inside. It's pretty crazy really, but the more you do this, the more practice you get, the better you get at it, and the less you're going to be breaking phones. A lot of people ask, does the laser damage the phones? Well, not really. It's 99.9% of the time it's a tech error where we accidentally damage either a charging port or these Wi-Fi antennas or the camera, the flash. So just be very careful, take your time so you don't break anything. If you're interested in getting a laser machine, send me a text or call me at 951-399-7911 or send me an email, contact@911gadgets.com. Remember, it's not about how cheap you can find one, it's about the support you get with it, and I'll be there every step of the way. And notice how I use the heat gun every so often, especially around here where we're going to get to that wireless charging pad. I'm trying to get between the glass and the pad so that we don't tear it. Okay, so here I am actually trying to get between the glass and the magnets, because you can see how some of the magnets you can see them already, and they are intact. They remained in the frame. So I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be easy. I'm going to get between them. But as you'll see here shortly, I don't. Some of them stay stuck to the glass. So as I'm lifting the glass, I noticed that some of the magnets got stuck to the glass. So then I start thinking, how can I get these magnets without breaking them? Because they do break pretty easily, guys. So then I decide I'm going to use a heat gun to be able to peel them off easier. But then I think twice about it, and something told me to just put some black tape over them so that it can help them remain intact. So now with the black tape over them, I feel a little bit more confident with this blade, and you'll see it was actually a success. I decided to go ahead and put some glue on the other side of the magnets where I'm going to be sticking it back onto the frame and hope that they stick and I can just peel the tape off. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth. Will they stick to the frame or will they peel off with the tape? Voila, they stayed on the frame as hoped. Okay, so when I was done with those magnets, we had one piece left, that bottom piece that's just like a rectangle. So I decided to heat it up first before putting on the tape, because when I put the tape first and I heated it up, the tape kind of shriveled a little bit, and I think this method works better. So heat it up, then put the tape, and then you can apply some more heat from the back end if you'd like. So after successfully putting those rounded magnets on, I'm feeling pretty confident that this rectangular one is going to stick to the frame and we won't have any issues. Beautiful. Okay, so back to removing the glass. Remember, don't heat up the cameras too much. You can apply some heat around there, but try not to point directly to the cameras or else you will damage them. So I would say maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds max going around them. And you have to be very careful with all the other components. Those gold pads, I believe those are Wi-Fi antennas, maybe cellular antennas, one of the two. So those are easily broken. And also you have the flash. There's a flash there you have to be careful with. And so just be very careful with everything you do. Just be extra patient with this. Okay, so now that we're getting to that thick camera glass, we're bringing out the center punch tool, also known as a pen breaker tool. We're going to be very careful not to use it too much or in areas that are too exposed. I have heard of these tools breaking internal components on the motherboard, so be very careful when you use these. You don't want to leave any dents, so try not to use this in exposed areas. So I've never had issues with it, so I just have to say be careful because I have heard some stories. Shout out to my friend Mark at $99 PC Repair Centers. He shared a story of one of his techs using this tool. I did see the phone and it did have some dents in it, but again, we don't know if the phone was already broken. Maybe it was on its last leg and the customer just, blamed it on the shop. But just be careful with this, guys. Yeah, you don't want to have to end up paying out of pocket. Okay, we're going to use some more heat. Again, be easy on the heat when it comes to the cameras. I'm going to pull up that breaker pin again. And so this is the hardest part of these back glass repairs, guys, around the cameras. Sometimes you just have to crush your way through that glass and clean it up. Just however you can, just be very careful though. Also, as I'm taking off the glass, I'm cleaning the edges however I can and whenever I can. So like here, I'm making sure that I'm taking off all those shards of glass. But I do go around all the edges, from time to time. And then at last, I go over the whole phone, the whole edges, making sure there's no shards left. Okay, so here we're gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see how clean we left it. There's a little bit of paint left over, but it shouldn't hurt too bad as long as it's not pieces of glass. But here we're gonna go around the frame real quick so you guys can see a little bit of how clean it needs to be. And if you see any little shiny parts, it's probably glass, so you want to go over it and clean it really good. Okay, so here I got a paper towel and I squirted some hand sanitizer on it. So we're going to clean the back glass, the back of this phone. And I'm using hand sanitizer because it's alcohol and I've been using it for months now. I got a whole bunch of hand sanitizer left over. So we're using that instead of alcohol just to save our 99% alcohol. So I leave the paper towel on the side because I'm going to smudge that glue around with my finger and I'm going to clean my finger with that paper towel. And I'm also going to use that paper towel to clean the edges once I set the glass on after I put the glue. So here I didn't feel any glass left over. Usually you'll feel like a scratching or like a, I don't know, something. You'll feel that it's glass on glass. So here I didn't really feel anything like that. So that told me that it's ready to be glued on. I did a pretty good job at cleaning around the edges and everywhere else. Here we go. I'm going to apply some B7000. And this method has been working for me for a couple of years now. So just follow, and I hope you guys are learning something from here. If you have any suggestions or anything, any questions, please leave them in the comments. And again, if you guys want to buy a laser machine, contact me at contact@911gadgets.com, or you can send me a text message or call me at 951-399-7911. If you guys want to join our team, go to 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. Get the 5-day curriculum. It's updated constantly. You won't regret it. You'll have access to our private Facebook group. So I'll see you guys there.
All right.
And this is where I start spreading the glue so that there's no blobs of glue left over. Sometimes there's big blobs and they kind of stain the back glass. Once it dries, that stain goes away, but still, you don't want to give it to your customer and then they're like, hey, there's a spot, which, like I said, it tends to go away, but this has helped for that not to happen. Alright guys, so here we have a perfectly good looking iPhone 12 Pro Max with the new back glass. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please reach out in the comments or join our team, 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. You won't regret it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.